तुम्हाला लग्न नको आहे, परंतु लग्नाची मजा मात्र तुम्हाला सगळी पाहिजे. जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या गोष्टीची मजा लुटतो तेव्हा त्याच्या पाठीमागे काहीतरी जिम्मेदारी असते. ती जिम्मेदारी घ्यावी लागते. ती जिम्मेदारी घ्यायची तुमची तयारी नसते, फक्त मजा तुम्ही मारता. आज मला एकाचे विचार पटले नाही म्हणून मी दुसऱ्याचा हात धरायचा, दुसऱ्याचे विचार पटले नाही म्हणून तिसऱ्याचा हात धरायचा, तिसऱ्याचे विचार पटले नाही म्हणून चौथ्याचा हात धरायचा. याला काय म्हणायचं? याला जगणं म्हणायचं, याला समाज म्हणायचं, याला स्थैर्य म्हणायचं. मग तुम्हाला स्थैर्य येणार केव्हा? तुमच्या मुलांना स्थैर्य येणार केव्हा? तुमच्या विचाराला स्थैर्य येणार केव्हा?
ये थोड़ा बजाएगा वो ये तो बचा बचा
We were friends, we were very good friends, and I told him that okay, I feel for you more than a friend. It was a Saturday afternoon. We used to have half day. I sat for hours convincing that person. But I still remember it's a Saturday. It's been like years. Still I do. The refusal is bad. After that, a lot of apprehensions, and you can never let yourself go. I could not. I'm still looking forward to a relationship where I would again get back with the same intensity or the point where I left.
माझ्या घरी कार्य मला लागते मेहून, मला लागते मेहून. देवा व्यंकटेशा यावे गिरी उजळून. आधी मूळ चिठ्ठी, आधी मूळ चिठ्ठी, तुळजापूरच्या लाडीला, तुळजापूरच्या लाडीला.
कसला मस्त आलाय.
काय म्हणू? झाली का तयारी? कसं काय वाटतंय? सांगायचं नवरीला कमी चढायला, तर तिला काय नवरा मिळणार असतो.
My parents were scared that Manoj might not marry me, and his parents were scared that Manoj will never marry anybody. और एक लड़की मिली है उसे प्लीज कर लो शादी. I think that was one way of pressurizing us to, have feras and get married properly and call people and make a big show. Now our kids are married. It's your ego. How can he love somebody else when I'm there? Me, myself. What is wrong with me? What I don't have that other person has? Actually, love sets you free. You yourself get bound to things. You never get bound to love.
You know the basic human instinct? The most basic human instinct is freedom. You want to be free everywhere. You want to be free and fly in the air. You want to be free and be swimming in the water like freely. You want to be driving freely. You want to be sleeping like freely means nicely. No. Bondage is the last thing in human mind. It's only you can't get rid of it because it is called bondage for. You know? Because it is bondage, you can't get away from it.
I still don't know why do I remember my first heartbreak ever. I don't know. But it was too painful. I still remember each and every stuff that I said on that Saturday, and
You know, some people have the habit, like they are in pain and they're happy. And I feel so sad for them. How they can do this torture to themselves. Why? You turn. Now you see all the guys of your area saying bye to you. Hello?
Pinku. One more doggy used to come. I used to not give him because he's young, na. Poor thing, she's old, so she can't fetch her own food. So what she used to do, she used to purposely leave milk in her dabba so that he can come and have. And he used to hit her.
to all those promises like I'll be there for you forever, 100 years. I don't know how much they are true.
I mean, all the faith and loyalty and commitment and companionship. But does life stop at all that? What about my own self, my own quest, my wanderlust?
What has love got to do with desire? Means like it is what food has to do with the shit. Desire is the cause of all the conflict and all the nuisance, nothing else.
For me, there's an emotional thing of loyalty, that you would not betray all of our intimacies, that you would not betray my vulnerabilities, you would not betray my personal thing, that your loyalty to our relationship would remain no matter who you slept with. So I don't think that stepping out physically has anything to do with betraying loyalty.
तुमने जिंदगी में प्यार किया कभी? प्यार से लो ना। मैं प्यार की बात करने लगी, गाड़ी कूदने लगी। किसी के साथ अगर कभी कुछ सोते हुए किए हो?
अभी तक शादी नहीं, कैसे करेगा?
तो बिना शादी के पहले कभी कुछ नहीं किए हो? चल झूठा। किसी को छेड़ दिया होगा, किसी की चूची दबा दिया होगा जैसे मेरी दबा रहा। किया है ना ये सब मस्ती? और बोलो, गर्लफ्रेंड है गाँव में? मुझे बनाओगे अपनी? नहीं, क्यों? मैं बड़ी फ्लर्ट लगती हूँ, 10 के साथ घूमने वाली लगती हूँ। तुम मेरी ज़िंदगी में आ जाओगे तो मैं सिर्फ तुम्हें देखूंगी, राइट ले लो। My journey. I'll tell you one thing. In love you give everything. So, tan, man, dhan, सब कुछ तेरा. तो tan is the first thing, you know. In that way, you really keep your love attached to yourself.
Don't talk to this person, I'm telling you.
Means like it happens like when you are more confident about the whole idea of relationship, you sometimes you, because you always have to remember that means like you sit in the aircraft everything, but the pilot always remains one. So like everybody there could be like 2 pilots, but then at a time one person pilots the plane, so it's easy and more balanced, you know, in the air.
I think how many people you sleep with has absolutely nothing to do with morality. It has nothing to do with morality for anyone. I don't think there is such a thing as a slut. You know, so-and-so is a slut, or what's a slut, or this is a slut, or that's a slut. It's never a matter of numbers. It's never a matter of numbers. At all. I think that's just some patriarchal notion to make women non-sexual beings.
We just liked each other. I don't know what name we have for our relationship.
There is no name.
There is no name, and we don't want to give name to
No
it.
name.
But we'll marry. The fun of getting married, with all the saat feras and all. Ooh la la. I come at my sasural with all the red stuff and everything, and I walk in, Ghar ki Lakshmi. Oh God, that's Lakshmi comes with Ghar ki Lakshmi. Then the story starts. Marriage of Kabhi and Lakshmi. I was saying Kabhi and Labhi. It is a good name.
With Lakshmi, I'm sure it'll be the world's most unconventional marriage. I mean, look who I'm marrying.
I'm too skeptical about marriage. I don't know, somewhere I feel I cannot have a good marriage. I do believe I want to, at some point, I want to get married. And I'm too afraid, too scared of expectations.
As a child, I had an extremely loving family. Lots of people around doting on me, feeding me while I would run around the house. Hugs, kisses, bedtime stories. Anything I would ask for. There was a certain kind of assurance in that. Fearlessness that nothing would go wrong. That no matter what happens, people would be there for me and I was safe and I was taken care of. That assurance, that certainty is somehow lost.
जिस फील्ड में हम लोग हैं, it has to be odd hours, dealing with lot of men and all that. But doesn't mean that I'm sleeping with every man. But every time I cannot keep on continuously explaining my spouse that okay, whatever I'm doing is right, whatever I'm doing is wrong. At the end of the day, when I come home, I want to be relaxed. ऐसा नहीं है कि किसने खाना कब बनाना है या आज मैंने क्यों नहीं बनाया, उसने क्यों नहीं बनाया. And I wouldn't mind also going for a packed food. I mean, that means that you are not a good wife. Okay, fine, then I'm not a good wife. But एक से रहो, झगड़ा करो, just because हमारे बच्चे हैं, इसलिए, I mean, बच्चे तो like बिल्कुल नहीं. If you are not too confident on that person, तब तक तो बच्चे बिल्कुल मत करो. Don't make them suffer at least.
मुझे भी बंधन अच्छे लगते थे. मतलब मैं बड़ा उन्मुक्त रहना चाहता था कि कहीं भी जाऊँ, किसी भी दोस्त से मिलूँ. मतलब मैं I always been a man. And she तो आपने देख ही लिया जंगी रूप इनका. कुकिंग का नाम आते ही इनके अंदर की नारी जाग जाती है.
There have been like really bad fights, dirty fights. But yeah, you feel, but not the same way. Not like the first time. But like more seasoned. And then you start thinking, okay, so what? I have some other options also. Which is not good again.
Oh, the whole day, 6 days, the husband is busy somewhere and wife is busy somewhere and maybe like they are not so much in love. They lost themselves like from each other because of some of the other reasons. Like the reasons could be many and very different. But then only on Saturdays because they see others loving their wives and others loving others, and they also read and learn about it that okay, it's good to love. So Saturdays, okay, they'll plan it. So they plan the whole thing and then they take her out and then try to feel in love. And try to do all the activities which will qualify them in their mind to be able to think, okay, yes, now I'm in love. Which is like all very superficial. Monday morning, 8 o'clock and everything is gone. Saturday, he puts the wife and come, okay, now forget everything, come. He's like charged up and everything because he wants to, suddenly he's too sick of it and that's why he wants to change it. And that is why it doesn't happen. Because he feels under compulsion of changing his life.
हर दिन झगड़ा I really cannot take that. मुझे बहुत चिढ़ है. नहीं हो रहा है.
For you, divorce is a very small thing, ना?
बात small या big की नहीं है. बात है like if I cannot stay with that person, हाँ, divorce is a better way. क्यों हर दिन को तकलीफ दो, खुद तकलीफ हो, क्यों? I know it's a taboo. Even I won't like to go through that personally, but नहीं हो रहा है. छोड़ दो. नहीं हो सकता.
At times even I want to let myself go, just go. This fear of getting hurt sucks. It just stops me. People get more hurt by what I do to them than what has happened to me. Whatever, I mean, I don't have any reason to be so protective. I don't know. I just don't. I've yet to overcome that fear factor. I guess it's growing more and more.
I actually think my natural state is singledom. I think I really am a natural single person. I think I am. And I think also, and here I'm going to go on some big existential thing, you know, we come into the world alone, we are responsible for our actions, we leave the world alone, and we sort of stand at the worst moments of our lives, we sort of stand at the edge of the existential abyss, right? And I think the trick in life is to stand at the edge of the existential abyss and look into that well of loneliness that is a human condition and say, this is what it is, and not have any terror around that state of being, right? So what I was saying is, we all get lonely, right? And I don't think that being in a relationship or not being in a relationship protects you from loneliness, because I think loneliness is an existential condition. And in fact, I think that the biggest loneliness is when you're in a relationship and you're still lonely. I think that's a worse lonely than when you're sitting home and you think nobody loves me and my phone's not ringing and I feel lonely. I think that's just, you know, being lonely.
I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I have married a wife, I have married a cow. I have married a cow, I have got me a wife. I have fields and commitments that cost a pretty sum. Pray hold me excused, I cannot come.
My cousin just like getting into marriage, and like I can see her in that thing. I mean, the skin is glowing. She's so excited. She dreams about every small things, those small future plans centering around one person. I'm so happy seeing her. But for me, the issue of freedom, or I'm looking for something. I'm searching for myself. I don't know exactly what I'm searching for, or what that stops me from the simple choices that she's making.
I mean, there's like stuff I want to do, you know, or a life the way that I want to live it, or places I want to go, or ideas I want to explore, or whatever. It's easier if you're by yourself, in the sense of not having to make these life decisions in the nurturing of the usness, right? Because that involves some sort of compromise. I mean, one person can't get to do whatever they want all the time, right? And I don't think there's really ever two people that always want to do exactly the same thing. So there has to be negotiation and compromise. So I think it's always in conflict. And I, you know, for me, it's always been like that. How much am I willing to give up or not give up? Yeah.
Love is such a difficult topic in a way, but I'm clear. I can love everybody, but for me it's very hard to be now very much committed. Committed in the sense, just so-called I love him, no, I love everyone, but then my belonging to one person is lost. For me, love was sacrifice. My love got married. I got him married to my best friend. Because I wanted him to get married to a female. I wanted him to have a family. Because I loved him. But then she was my best friend. I got him married to my best friend. But then when the marriage was there, I could not just take it. See, the dogs are barking. It's in agony. Oh my.
I miss my mother. I miss my home. That safe place I could run away from or go back to any time. And somewhere I long to build the same home for myself. Same place, same family. The same hand in hand. Sometimes warm, sometimes cold.